Hello guys, Lovelace here and welcome back to episode 2 of Spryton Cove. So since the last episode, Internet Pelican has found my base, or where I plan to build it, but I can't bother to move it, so I'm gonna just leave it.
Hey guys, Laps here, the editor behind the screen, who is definitely a different person than Lapis Boss. I'm just here to fill you in on the events of Lapis Boss, as the audio from his microphone was acting up, so he couldn't be bothered to fix it. So that's where I come in. As we see, first up, Lapis Boss decided he should grab some more resources from his giant cave, which he did. He managed to find 3 diamonds in their own single veins, because he's not deep enough. And then eventually he escaped the cave and came across a friendly parrot, and then made his way back to his base to drop off his gear. After that, Lapis Boss took a boat down through the nearby river in the hopes of finding a village. Unfortunately, the footage of him actually finding it just wouldn't work. So just go and believe me when I say that he found 2 villages that were close to the ocean, so he had easy access to villages. And then he boated them back towards his lake near his base. Then, not long later, Lapis was approached by Dolphin Dude, who helped him finish his nether portal after he had lost his diamond pickaxe down in his cave. And then, after getting a quick tour of the nether, Lapis paid a small price, his life, in return for the nether portal. Then Lapis began to dig a quick tunnel connecting his lake to the river to get the villagers across, in which he started construction on the villager breeder, which he did according to his own design. Unfortunately, that didn't work, so he demolished it and built it back up in a way that would work, but didn't look as good. I mean, there's like a giant wall in the middle of it, so yeah, not good for him there. Throughout this process of building it, Dolphin Dude managed to starve himself while AFK, so Lapis Boss decided to be the hero, traverse the nether, even though he forgot where everything was. But he managed to save his friend's item and return him. And in return, he received a diamond chestplate, which was pretty nice. Then Lapis Boss made the way down for the villagers and began construction on the trading hall, despite a few setbacks. As the villager trading hall got too much for Lapis Boss, he decided to take a break and instead go and collect end crystals so that he could defeat the Ender Dragon. His friends had already beat it once, but he wanted to beat it himself. And although the fight didn't go according to plan, Lapis Boss eventually beat the Ender Dragon, opened a new gateway, and found an end city. And while raiding said end city, Lapis Boss met his untimely demise, causing him to travel the entire way back. Grabbing his gear, grabbing the elytra and conquering the end city, and stuffing his elytra into an ender chest. After making his way back home, Lapis noticed that he still did not have an ender chest himself, so his elytra is safely locked away from even himself. This next segment of video was recorded after I thought I had fixed my audio, but turns out I still had to work on that. As you can see, I'm walking around imagining I'm talking to someone, but I was in reality not. And then my plan for this segment was just to show you guys a tour of everything that I've done in the last week or so, because I was too lazy to edit through all the clips of non-audio clips. First up, we've got our building, or the start of our building that we've got. It's something at the moment. I plan on working a lot more on it, obviously. Up at the top we've got just these 4 segments, and then there's this one stone brick tower which doubles as a sugarcane farm inside of it, which is pretty cool. Then if we head on over to the lakes nearby, we've finished our villager trading hall. We've got one in each compartment. The first 2 segments are fitted with infestation machines, while the back segment's just random, so doesn't need it. Then if we head on over to show you one of the community projects that we've been working on. Everyone pitched in to help Dolphin Dude with his base. His base is actually at a... what's it called? I really should write this down, but I'm just speaking off the top of my head. His base is at a ocean temple, ocean underwater monument thingamajigabob. Yep, that's it. Which we helped him drain out, and it's looking really nice. He's got a bunch of farms here as well. But that wasn't the only community project that we've been working on. There's one more that's in the Nether, which I did most of the building, and then Dolphin Dude helped me with a bunch of the spawn proofing, and Internet Pelican also helped me just a bit, but any help will help. Any help helps. That's true. 100% of doctors agree. Here is our Wither Skeleton farm. It looks really nice. I didn't make it look nice. I just built the functionality. That was, yeah, it wasn't me. But it works pretty good, pretty well. It does what it needs to do. And that's still not the only community project that we've been working on. If we head on over through this portal. Okay, so this portal takes us to Crispy's house, which is right next to the community project. But first we'll take a tour of Crispy's house. Inside, on the outside, it's based off of the Krusty Krab from SpongeBob. And if we look around the outside, it looks pretty nice, right? Well, here's a twist. When you go inside, it's actually much bigger than it appears to be, because it goes into the mountain. It's amazing. I love the idea. And as I was leaving, I noticed there was an upstairs. I wanted to take a look because I had never actually seen, and I was met for quite a surprise. I was then stuck fumbling around trying to fix everything as best I could, but I couldn't, so I left what I couldn't do. And then I headed to the community project. This is the Spryton Cove Mall. It's the main build was mainly built by Movriggs and Internet Pelican, and then inside has been furnished with armor stands, the armor stand plugin, by Dolphin Dude and Pugodan. And we've each set up our own stores to sell what we want. However, we don't use diamonds as currency. No, we've got an official currency, which is limited in stock, so you gotta be careful what you purchase. And we'll take a tour of each of the stores. First up, we've got Crispy's Netherite store, which is pretty handy. I haven't bought from any store except one at the moment, though, which I'll get to in a moment. We've got Internet Pelican's End City loot shop. Bunch of random loot from entities. Nice. Oh, yeah, entities. What was a food store and is now not a food store, is just an empty store. We've got a couple unfinished stores as well. We've got my store, La Book. La Book. Yeah, no S. La Book. I need to make it like a big signed for it or something. But yeah, I sell all the enchanted books that all my villagers get me. Then we've got Pugodan's KFC store where he sells a bunch of food. A whole bunch of food. And then up the escalator where we see this fountain, really nice, we come across Cryptic Paradox's barge-like shop. Sells a bunch of random stuff. Main thing, lapis blocks. That's the main thing. Definitely gonna get that. And we've also got Movrig's music disc store, which has a bunch of custom discs that we've put in, and I bought every single one of them. Speaking of music discs, I managed to find Other Side. I'm the only person with Other Side, except for one other disc, which has yet to be, which has been lost in time itself. And so that's the tour of all the community projects, and probably where I'm going to wrap this up. The next episode we'll be building another farm, which I've got in mind over the lakes. May have noticed a large glass platform. And so that is where we will finish it off for this episode, guys. Make sure to subscribe if you wanna. Like the video if you like it. You can also always unsubscribe later, but I would recommend it. And comment down whatever your favorite light is, I guess. Yeah, let's do that. Why not? Okay. I'll see you guys in the next video.